Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW. Hey guys, it's your pontiff, Archibald Chesterfield III on the Paul Pluta channel doing a paid review. Quick wristwatch check, wearing Rolex Submariner. Submariner, sub-date, this is the new 41mm. I love it, I really do love my sub. And you notice the Toyota Mo advert there. Okay, let's jump straight in. This is for Andrew and John. This is for John. Here we go. Greetings, Arch. John here. I wanted to submit my humble collection for review and to seek some advice for future purchases. First things first, I'm in my early 30s and I am a funeral director. I'm a single guy with no children and live in the Midwest of the US. I can justify buying an additional watch once every year or two and like to stick with the classics. I purchased an Omega Speedmaster Man on the Viking Moon, close to the bottom of the market when they were going for $3,300 on Joma Shop. I got mine for a little more at David SW, and it was unworn. My next piece was a Rolex Datejust 126300 on Jubilee with the black dial. I wear this to work most days and it goes with my lifestyle since I wear a suit and tie to work every day. My latest piece is the Rolex Milgauss, the 116400GV, the Z Blue. This is my favorite piece in the collection, and I love the build, quality, and heft of this beautiful watch. I usually wear this in casual situations, but will gladly wear it to work with a suit. I paid over retail on both of my Rolex, but that's the way the market is going. All three of my pieces were purchased from David SW, and I drop your name each time I pull the trigger. Thanks for the great content, big boy. Now for a little advice. I'm interested in a number of watches to add to the collection. By no means would I be adding all of these, but these are just what I've had my eye on recently. They include the Rolex Explorer 1 Mark II dial 214270, the Rolex Sea Dweller Pre-Ceramic 40mm 16600, the Ceramic Submariner 114060, that's the no date, or the Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Duo Phase Tribute to 1931. I like the idea of adding another steel sports watch, and these are the most appealing to me. I have no need for a GMT function watch, so that's out of the question. I have a reasonably sized wrist at 7¼ inches, and like the 42mm size and smaller with 40mm being the sweet spot. I plan on adding to the collection slowly and steadily over the years, and I'm looking for some sound advice. I also have an eye on a few less expensive timepieces like the Breguet Type 20, the Omega Speedmaster Mark II, and the Omega Planet Ocean. I'm more of a chronograph fan than a dive watch fan, and don't feel like I'm missing out by not having a dive watch in the collection. I would be just as likely to add a second chronograph before getting my first diver. If I'm not seeing something you have any suggestions, please enlighten me with your infinite horological wisdom. I'd love to hear your perspective and give me some ideas and options I haven't thought of. What watch would you recommend a funeral director to wear? Nice one, Arch. Great review. All the best, John. P.S. If you choose to use the photo, with my fountain pens. There's a Visconti, a Medici on the left, a Visconti, a Homo sapien Bronze Age on the right, a Sailor, King of the Pens in the top right, a Pelican in the middle, and a Mont Blanc 146 in the middle bottom. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okie dokie. Okay, so very, very interesting thing. Funeral directors. Yes, we need them. We need them because people die. And I got to be honest with you, I think a funeral is a very important thing. I had a good friend of mine, Herman, who died, and his wife decided not to even have a service. And I was so angry about that because I couldn't say goodbye, pay my respects, say hello to his friends, and I just felt really let down by that. And I got to tell you, the funerals are good. It's sad when you can't say goodbye to somebody like that. And my piano tuner, unfortunately, my piano tuner, he's also passed away. I got a new guy in. Yeah, okay, dokie. Now, I got to tell you, what watch should a funeral director wear? Well, you got to be respectful. Got to be respectful. And I got to be completely honest with you. These three watches here, you could wear any of those. They are all very respectful. You've got a Datejust, you've got a Z Blue, and you've got a Man on the Moon. So I got to tell you there, that is a fantastic way to go there. It is a fantastic way to go. So I mean, what do I think there? I think, look, seriously, any tasteful watch like that, there is always I would tend to move away from, I think, funeral director, you should want to be low key. You want to be there, but not there. That's the secret to being a good funeral director. You don't want to have a two-tone. You wouldn't want to have something loud that brings attention to you. You just want to be respectful and a professional. That's what you want to be. So I think the three choices, the Datejust, the Datejust is a fantastic choice there. I think Datejusts are a great, the 41 mil 126300, that's a great watch with the black dial. Black is very, very good. Then of course we've got the Man on the Moon. How could you not wear that watch? By the way, there's a great series on Netflix, The Casketers. I really enjoyed that. It's about a Maori funeral firm in New Zealand. Maoris, they're indigenous. And I loved it. I was really enthralled by it. Great series, The Casketers on Netflix. Okie dokie, what would I recommend for you? Look, I got to tell you there, I think it's great to have some beautiful pens, some beautiful watches. What would I get there? Look, you've got a Datejust, that's a great watch. The Milgauss is a great watch. The Omega Speedmaster is a fabulous watch there. I would tend to say, I think sometimes when we push our comfort zone, we really enjoy it. The Rolex Submariner, I think they're a beautiful watch. I wouldn't be, and I think a GMT is such a useful complication if you're traveling. Okay, you're a hardworking guy, but you can see what time the ArchieLuxury channel's on, stuff like that. The live streaming channel is on. So to be honest with you, what do I think of those three? They're just beautiful three pieces there. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the suggestions you're looking at there. I gotta say, Man on the Moon, beautiful watch. You've got the Datejust, that's another beautiful, and the Z Blue. Those three, what a perfect little trio there. Okay, you got your Ion Explorer 1. I gotta be honest with you, Explorer 1, the 39mm has gone through the roof. I don't think they're worth it. I really, personally, no day wind and wear watches. I would actually prefer the Z Blue any day of the week, which you've got. The pre-ceramic 40 mil Sea Dweller, the 16600, absolutely fantastic. The No Date sub, absolutely fantastic. And the JLC. Look, I think it depends what do you like there. The JLC, that is a fantastic watch to have, very conservative Art Deco, absolutely beautiful. That would really tie in with your job. I think the sub you could wear a sub. Yes, you can. I would probably say the pre-ceramic. That'd be a great watch. I would prefer, personally, myself, I would say the 414060. That's the ceramic maxi case sub no date. I think that's a great watch. And I also like the JaegerLeCoultre. JaegerLeCoultre, you've got to buy it pre-owned. I talked to David SW, because you don't want to. The JLC doesn't seem to. I think your money is safer with Rolex as long as you don't get bored with it. I would say myself, if it was me, I think I personally, I've had the older ones. You know, this is kind of the classic watches with the older class, the non-ceramic bezels. I like the improvements. I love the improvements. It's up to you what you buy. We're not doing this as investment. These are like little rewards for working hard. I'd probably say the no date sub is where I'd be going. With the JaegerLeCoultre, I'd just ring David and say, hey David, keep an eye out for this for me. Now, the less expensive, the Breguet Type 20, the only thing I can say is you want to get a nice one. They're getting a bit, because they're quite a low price point, a lot of people haven't been traditional Breguet owners, so they've kind of been sports watch wearers, and it is a very delicate, it's a lot more delicate than, say, a Rolex. So you want to get a nice, clean example, but I think the Breguet Type 20 is beautiful. The Mark II, man, I got to tell you, I wouldn't get a vintage one, I'd get the modern one, and the modern one uses a column wheel chronograph. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the Mark II. I think the Mark II, if you've got to have the original, which you've got the Man on the Moon. I reckon the Mark II is a great buy. And also a Planet Ocean. I got to tell you, some of the Planet Oceans there, they've got a lot of models there, but I really like that. I would say realistically, I think it's beautiful. You're adding one. Just go slowly. There's no rush. No rush. I think all of them are very good. You've got to look out for the deal at the time. When you're ready to pull the trigger, what's available. I'd say to you probably that no date sub would be beautiful to add it to the collection. It'll bring your collection up a notch. It'll give you another sports watch. And you've got icons. Look at this here. You've really got some iconic models. The iconic chronograph Speedy. Iconic businessman's watch Datejust. Iconic scientist watch Milgauss. So, you know, stick with the iconic ones. I would get the sub. Personally, what would I get? Depends how your money is. But, I mean, if money wasn't a problem, you've got to enjoy a sub. Your money is safe with the sub. Get the sub. The truth is, all of these suggestions you've made are bloody good. They're not rubbishy suggestions. I reckon the no date sub is amazing. The tribute, you'd love the reverso. If you haven't done a reverso for, I'd definitely get a reverso. No problems at all. I think even the pre-ceramic, if you're going to get a Sea Dweller, you want a really nice sharp one. You don't want a rough one. You want a nice one. A Breguet's nice. A Mark, I love all of these watches, man. I got to be honest with you, they're all bloody beautiful. And even the Planet Ocean, all of these things, man, I could grab the lot. That's the problem. They're all good choices. It depends on how much you want to spend. Depends on the deal at the time and how you're placed. But good on you. I think good on you. I love fountain pens. I'm using a Cartier, a Cartier. This is a Cartier fountain pen. I love it. I love it. And it's not this stupid bloody plastic resin. No, this is a proper metal lacquered fountain. This is a must fountain pen, which has got the Trinity, the Cartier Trinity swirl on it. The reason I got this fountain pen, I've actually owned a few of these. I had a blue one, and I just love the way the nib works. It just flows beautifully. I got to tell you, I've been really disappointed with Mont Blanc. That's just strange because they're kind of the name in fountain pens, but I love my Cartier, and I also love, what I love is my Parker Duofold. This is a Greenwich edition. I love my Parker Duofold. It's just such a pleasure to write with. I love my Duofold. So yeah, I love a good fountain pen. So look, I got to tell you, the problem with all your choices is they're all bloody good. They're all bloody good choices. What would I pick? Any, meeny, money, mo. I would say, man, they're all good. They're all good choices. I think you've nailed it. If you got all of those watches, what an amazing... I'd just add slowly. Add one a year. Work hard. Sacrifice other things. Instead of wasting money on other crap, watches are a good store of money. They're beautiful. They make you happy. Man, you only have one life. You don't get a second take. And, I mean, you know yourself there. Every moment's precious. A few watches make you happy, gets you through your day and makes you proud, and you provide good services to families in need. Go for it. Absolutely go for it. So I gotta say, they're all good. Everything you said is bloody good. It's very good. So I reckon it's a beautiful collection, beautiful dream, beautiful aim. I love the pens. Go for it. So I got nothing to say. It's all well laid out. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I got nothing, no criticism at all. You're on the right track, man. I just feel at peace. Okay, guys, I will see you in the next one. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and don't be afraid to put some comments below. And guys, I can't survive on Google Ads. I desperately need paid reviews to survive. If you haven't done a paid review, please get one done. It really does make a huge difference. Okay, guys, catch you in the next one.
Feeling me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Feeling me, me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Feeling me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Feeling me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck.
Like, subscribe, and tell your friends, and don't be afraid to get a paid review. $50 for a paid review. It helps me stay full-time on YouTube, and I will see you in the next one. $50 paid review. I can't survive on Google Ads. I need your support. And guys, you could also sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay as little as $1 a month to keep me on YouTube. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the Pontiff goes. You know, some of my Pateks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.